Hey there, welcome to Eve News, Weather and Sports. I'm Mike Azariah. Today is March the 30th, 2026, and let's get down to it. First thing, follow up on something I mentioned a month or two ago that the Eve Creator Awards are being coming up. There'll be a chance to vote. There's a link down below. There contests for Best Streamer, Video Creator, Podcast, Written Blogs, new content, non English content, third party apps, and new developers. And so, even if you don't plan on voting, this is a great place to go to see some of the top Eve presentations, Eve media that there is outside of Eve itself. So if you have a chance, like I said, down below is a link. Second thing, election is continuing and people are definitely running it. Though Dixie has calmed down a little, as we'll get to when we talk about the deaths later on. I managed to finish the main track all the way up to getting the campaign bus and two presidential tokens so far. I don't know if I'll manage to get four and get something big for it, but a lot of choices, a lot of ways to do it. So if you're PvP, PvE, whatever you want, there are things or something that will fit your skill set. The only caveat is we found that brand new players don't see that track for about 48 hours after they create a character. So if you're thinking of creating a character role as another set, have patience. The other thing I want to mention just in the news is a slightly more interesting one. The security team for CCP just put out a graph showing what they've been doing for the month of February 2026, and it made me giggle. No other way to put it. It put a big grin on my face and shows that they've been active. Now, I have a few times during my tenure as a CSM member gone and had meetings or presentations from the security team for CCP, and I know the layers and depths of the work they do, and I'm not going to get into that on a podcast because I did sign an NDA, and even if some of them have expired, I still respect it and I respect what they do. So, interesting thing in February 2026, there were 4,412 bans. Over half of them were due to automation, people running bots. A few small percentage were for ISK buyers, a larger percentage for ISK sellers. And overall, it was nice to see. The only thing that would make it better is if at the end of the month they had one of the bot bashes, which I always love when it happens, usually in July. Moving on to the changes in alliances. Brave Collective dropped 221, which is just a drop in the bucket for them. Scary Wormhole people went up 189, which is a bit more of a change for them. That was movement in alliances in Corpse. Wormhole Campers went up 174, and Lepter Inc. dropped 142. Those were top two changes. Links, as usual, are down below. Violence. Now, in NullSec, it was Yankee Quebec X-Ray TAC 7 uniform with 176 ships blown up and 136 pods to follow. In LowSec, it was Amamaki with 486 ships and 89 pods. And in HighSec, it was not Do Dixie, which came in third or fourth, I think third. HighSec, it was Jita with 641 ships and 239 pods. Do Dixie with only 344 ships and 170 pods. In NPC space, it was Mike Victor Uniform Oscar TAC Foxtrot in period basis, owned by Dracaris, who came up, I think, last week and the week before with 53,360 ships popped. Changes are coming. The election is definitely going to reach a culmination probably during FanFest, so that's just a little over a month away. FanFest will have a lot of presentations. I plan on watching a lot of recordings. I'm not going. Wish I could. I just don't have the budget for it. And so that's something to look forward to. The If you've been waiting for things to calm down a little for the presidential campaign and doing the event, probably next week will be a great time to start doing it. The one thing I noticed, and a little side piece of advice, is take a moment to scout it with a ship that either is so tanky that they're not going to shoot at it or so worthless that they're not going to bother. So you can either hop in a Corvette that is empty, go in an empty head, and hop around to the various sites where the campaign pres- presidential event tokens are handed in, and notice that there's a few scouts and ships there, but the main ganking crew is hanging at one station, the Doe Dixie Trade Hub. So if you haven't claimed your presidential tickets yet, go to another station inside Doe Dixie, one of the ones they're not camping. Claim them there, pick them up, fly, check in, go back, hand them in, lay it aside. Even if you plan on selling it, lay it aside for a month. After the event is over, most of these gankers, if not all of them, are going to fly away. Then you can cash it in and you won't get ganked. Gankers themselves will tell you that if you think and if you act in a way to protect yourself, it makes their job ever so much more difficult. They mainly kill silly people or lazy people or stupid people. Don't be one of them. Think it through, scout, find what you need to do what you want to do in the game. Unless what you want to do is blow up. Skulls and bottles. Some hold the stuff that we want to do, and some hold the stuff that we want to have done to us. To your health. Talk to you in a week. Later, Gators.